What's up, Cancers? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tani Michelle, and basically I do all kinds of spiritual videos here on the channel. So if that interests you, you could definitely subscribe if you'd like to, and leave a comment down below if this ends up resonating with you. We are not all love like twin flames and unicorns over here, so please keep that in mind as well. I do keep it real with you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. So this is a very interesting month, Cancer. We are in Gemini season, the sign right before yours, so it does tend to bring up a lot of old things, conflict, not necessarily conflict, but like old conflicts or subconscious things, also even like past situations and just things from the past. Like, you're probably very reflective right now. Some people even get sick sometimes when the sun is in the sign right before theirs. It kind of removes you away from the everyday world a little bit, and kind of has you in a more contemplative, reflective state, usually depending on your other placement. So that's kind of what happens. But also, you know, with that Gemini new moon happening in the sign right before yours, it's really bringing up a lot of your patterns, and that's something that I see in your reading here as well. It's bringing up a lot of your habits, your patterns, your subconscious shit, your reactions and how you react to things, and also a lot of things that have been going on behind the scenes, okay? So I do see that some of you guys are maybe dealing with some gossip, or even rumors, or even people talking behind your back, or you're dealing with a situation that involves either someone else or multiple other people where there's some kind of disrespect in some way, or there's just some kind of opposition in some way, some kind of tension, conflict, or misunderstanding. Because for your oracle cards, you have I speak positively of others. You also have I act respectively of others. And then you have I embrace the all. So for me, Cancer, what this is saying is that you may have some people in your life that really get under your skin lately, or have been really getting under your skin lately, or there's just been some issues with another person or other people where maybe there's just been either some gossip, or you've been not really too kind to others, or speaking very kind of others because they've been getting on your nerves. And so whether it's just one person or multiple people, I think that there is something here, Cancer, where it's important for you to understand everybody is doing their best from their level of consciousness, okay? And what I see here in your oracle cards is kind of a coming together, kind of like what I was telling Gemini. Instead of always looking at the differences, look at the similarities. Try to embrace people for who they are. And if you don't like them, that's fine, you know, but understand that's who they are at this moment in time, and they don't have to change just to make you happy, basically, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I see here. You can accept people for as they are without being their best friend, okay? Like, or without like hanging out with them, or whatever the case may be. For some of you, this could be a relationship, a family member, friends, co-workers. I do see a lot going on in your work life this month because of the Sagittarius lunar eclipse happening in a place for you that is all about work, health, daily routine, and what you do on a day-to-day basis. There may be different people in your everyday life that don't share the same beliefs as you, or that are kind of even deceptive in some way, okay? Because this Sagittarius lunar eclipse is going to be making some hard aspects to Mars and Neptune in a place for you that is all about your beliefs and what you feel has meaning and purpose. And I think for some of you, you could be really trying to find the meaning and purpose in a situation, whether it's a job, a creative project, a relationship, something along those lines, because we start off with the Four of Cups here, and then we go into the Five of Pentacles. So this is just telling me that you're feeling very complacent. You're not very happy with a certain situation, or where you're at in a certain situation. And then we also have the Princess of Pentacles, which tells me that you're kind of learning your value and your worth in a particular situation, or the meaning of a particular situation. This could definitely deal with money, finances, job, something along those lines, like I was saying. But I feel like you kind of feel like you need a break or you need a vacation. And I think that's what you're really fantasizing about, because as we get on through the month, you have the Three of Cups, okay? So this could be some kind of like celebration or dealing with other people, but then you also have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you're kind of not about it. You're kind of like in this phase of like, I need my boundaries, or I need my space, or whatever the case may be. And then we also have the Ten of Cups coming after that. So I think it's like, I need a freaking vacation. Like, I need a moment to like just collect myself emotionally, because people around me are just too much lately. And so I think the middle of June, sorry, I don't know why I said that so weird. I think that around the middle of June, there's going to be this theme of boundaries, of making space for yourself, and of really fantasizing and even like manifesting what you really want. You know, what it is that you really want in life, and how it is that you want to emotionally feel within yourself and within your life and within certain people or situations in your life as well. Now, there is something else going on here. There could be somebody, for some of you, this isn't going to be for all of you, but there could be someone either from your past or that you're currently with or whatever. There's somebody that I feel is trying to reconnect with you, because we also have the Six of Cups and the Lovers, okay? So this could definitely be someone from your past, or someone that you've been thinking about lately, or something like that, someone that has came back up, that somehow comes back up in your life and maybe wants to reconnect. But with the Eight of Wands here, it's like happening really, really quickly. It's happening like really, really fast. And I also feel like for some of you, it could just be closure, like closure with a person, or moving on from a certain situation with a person. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could just be a friendship or something along those lines. But there's kind of like this nostalgic feeling here towards a partnership or a union with someone that you once had. And I clarified the Eight of Wands, and what flew out was the Three of Swords and the Devil. Definitely two cards we do not want to see when it comes to a love relationship. So I do feel like maybe this person hurt you in the past, and now you are understanding maybe why it happened or whatever. And this is tying into this worth, value, I speak positively of others, I act respectively of others. It's really kind of tying into this, and it's really addressing any subconscious habits that are toxic for you. Any habits or behaviors or addictions, or, you know, things that you just keep doing that are not healthy for you, that are rendering you powerless. Okay, because that's what the Devil is all about. It's about powerlessness. And I think that part of you really just needs a break from other people, or from a relationship, or a job, or whatever, the family, whatever it is for different ones of you, you know. I think some of you just need a break to really recollect what you want and who you are as a person, and your value as a person, Cancer. So, and in your astrology, you guys have Mercury retrograding in your sign around the 21st of June. So we've already entered the shadow period. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it's going to bring up things that are happening right now. You're going to have to kind of go back and re-examine. So Mercury retrograde in the first house is really asking you, what is your meaning? What is your purpose? What do you see in yourself? And are you seeking validation from other people possibly? Or are you relying on other people to make you happy, or to feel confident about yourself, or to feel like you're worth something? And Cancers can do that a lot. So I think this is really going to have you questioning those behaviors, beliefs, mindsets that you can get in that may be actually kind of doing more harm than good, if that makes sense. Now, another huge thing that is happening for you guys this month as a Cancer is that on the 21st, you are having a solar eclipse in your sign. Okay, now this is a big deal. It's the day of the summer solstice. It's going to square Mars once again and your 9th house, and so this is a big deal. This is where karmic fated things happen. Okay, big changes can occur for the better to really help you grow and to help you see things in a new light. And so I think this is really going to shine clarity on situations in your life where you haven't been being true to yourself. Okay, where maybe you haven't been being true to yourself, or you haven't been doing what Cancer wants to do, or you haven't been true to what you want or what you desire. And instead of facing that, you may be sliding back into old behaviors or old relationships or old patterns, habits, whatever the case may be. And also, you know, with this eclipse, this whatever happens, this is really closing out this huge cycle that you guys have been going through now for the last 18 months when the nodes were in your sign and your opposite sign of Capricorn that we've been talking about for this last over a year now, you know what I mean? So this is kind of that huge combination point, that huge kind of like closing point for you. And I think it's going to bring up some things from the past that you may need to address that maybe you hadn't all the way addressed yet. And in order for you to move on, in order for you to heal and move on from the crazy ass shit that you've been through for the last 18 months, Cancer. Because you've been finding your power and you've been finding what's important for you, what's significant to you. You know, Cancers have been finding out who they really are. And some of you guys, I think, are really scared of that. It's almost like you're scared of your own power and confidence, if you even know it yet. You know what I mean? Which can sometimes cause us to backtrack and fall into old patterns, old behaviors, whatever the case may be, like we've been saying, to almost feel like we want to escape it instead of dealing with it. So it's very important that you express yourself this month, Cancer. It's very important that you not only respect others and speak positively of others, but also yourself as well. Okay, because you are a human fucking being. You have the right to be happy. Okay, I don't care what anybody has told you or what you've told yourself. As a human being, you have the right to live your life happily. It's not always going to be happy 24/7, but you have the right to live your life with ease and flow. If you're always kind of crashing up against something, or if you're always kind of hitting brick walls, it feels like, or you're constantly just turning over, then there's resistance there. And that resistance can cause more problems, if that makes sense. Like, we resist things because we think we're protecting ourselves, but in the end it just causes more chaos and more emotional turmoil. So it's very, very important that you get honest with yourself this month, Cancer, that you take time for yourself, that you express your emotions. If you need to be by yourself for a little bit, be by yourself for a little bit. If you need to go on a vacation, go on a vacation. You know what I mean? Do what you can to get to know you right now, because that's what's going to truly, truly help you. So, anyways, on the 25th, Venus goes direct. Venus has been retrograding in the sign right before yours in Gemini, so it's been bringing up a lot of past relationship stuff, so I'm not surprised it's coming up in your reading. A lot of past insecurities, possibly past money stuff, or past values, past people, past situations, all of that have needed to come to a close. So by the end of the month, I think things will start kind of tying up and making sense for you guys. And then on the 27th, Mars enters into Aries, which is a spot for you that is all about your career, your achievements, your place in the world, your goals, all of these different kinds of things. So you're going to be very driven to move forward with your life in some way. And then on the 30th, we have Jupiter and Pluto conjunct in your opposite sign of Capricorn, which deals for you with relationships and things of that nature. Now they're going to be retrograde though. And so the first time this happened was the beginning of April. So if you want to think back to the beginning of April, if you were starting anything around that time, or if anything started happened, something around that theme or situation may come back up in order for you to re-examine in some way. Now, this could definitely have to do with your relationships, with, you know, resources in your relationships. It could also have to do with something that needs to change on a grand scale, or not even just your relationships, but your commitments. Also your commitments as well, Cancer. So that could come up as well. And that's at the very end of June on the 30th. So anyways, but that is what I'm seeing for you guys, Cancer. Let me know down below if this ends up resonating for you. I really appreciate your guys' support and your feedback. It really helps me, and I truly appreciate it. So anyways, if you would like to know anything else or whatever, check the description below. Or if you would like to follow me on social media, check the description below. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.